Hello juniors, welcome to course registration for your senior year. We are so excited to be able to talk to you about registering for classes for your final year of high school. This is Mrs. Keither from the counseling office. I will be joined throughout this presentation from Mrs. Chevermont and Mrs. Thompson, who are going to be contributing to the slides as well. A few things to keep in mind before we get started. You have a worksheet in front of you or one that will be attached to a Canvas message for you that is genuinely just a worksheet for you. You don't need to get any signatures, you don't need to turn that form in, but just a helpful resource in planning what your courses can look like next year. Keep in mind that we're going to ask you to enroll in a minimum of 6 credits worth of courses for next year, regardless if you're doing youth apprenticeship or if you're doing Start College Now or the early college credit program. We still need you to register for those 6 credits. And we're going to talk to you a little bit about what those courses can look like for you. Also keep in mind that we're going to direct you to the course offering guide. The course offering guide is on the high school counseling website. It's underneath students and then counseling and course registration. So you can take a look at the course offering guide, find out what classes are in there that might be of interest to you. If you are in a specific subject area right now and you're really liking those classes, check out that department and find out what pathway courses are also related to the ones that you're in. We also hope that the courses that you're taking for elective next year are classes that align with what you want to do after you graduate. So a career interest area or a course that's going to help you get ready for college, for the military, for technical college, or the world of work. So make sure that you're filling your courses with enriching classes that are going to be helpful to you. Also, keep in mind that we will be posting this presentation to the counseling website. You'll be able to review it again if you want to look back with a parent. We will also be sending this out to you via Canvas and to parents in a Sky Alert. So if you have any questions after this presentation, feel free to send your counselor a Canvas inbox message or an email. If you are in person, feel free to stop down in the counseling office and make an appointment with your counselor. Just a friendly reminder that January 8th is the deadline that we are asking that you have all of your course requests submitted in Skyward. At the end of this presentation, there is a step-by-step tutorial on how to request those classes if you are a little bit rusty on it. But again, January 8th. So we're giving you a couple of weeks to have conversations with your current teachers and ask them what they recommend for you as far as specific placements, maybe in math, science, other social studies courses, or other pathway courses that are interesting to you. January 8th is the deadline. Remember that that goes in Skyward, and we're also asking that you put alternate courses in. So in the regular area for registration, you're going to put classes that 100% that you want, and then we refer to the alternate courses as your plan B or your backup. So if for some reason your first selection of courses don't work, then we'll take a look at what would be your plan B for classes. Also, a date to keep in mind that will be coming up shortly is March 1st is the deadline for Start College Now and the Early College Credit Program. If you are interested in taking advantage of that program for some college level classes, please make sure that you turn in that application to the counseling office by the end of the day on March 1st. One more reminder on service hours. It is a requirement and a graduation requirement that you complete and have approved 36 hours of service learning hours on the Get Involved website by April 15th of your senior year. So that is coming up quick. If you need any help with service hours, getting those logged, coming up with creative ideas as far as how to get your hours done, please reach out to Mrs. Van Caster for help with that. Just to recap specific graduation requirements that we have, 4 credits of English, minimum of 3 credits math, 3 science, 4 social studies, a credit and a half of wellness, so that would be 3 Phy-Ed classes. You need to make sure that you have health, personal finance, computer proficiency course, which is either computer applications or Office for the 21st Century, a fine art or world language credit, occupations, and then elective credits. And then again, a reminder that 36 hours are required for service hours, and then students need to, in addition, pass the civics test. A great reference to check out is the high school course offering guide. I mentioned earlier that you can find that on the high school counseling website. That can be found underneath course registration, or if you're viewing this presentation on your home computer or school computer, you can click on the click here link that's on this slide.
4 total credits of English are required to graduate Hortonville High School. This can be completed through a combination of a few classes. One option is enrolling in Senior English. Students could choose to take Senior English the full year, so enrolling in both Senior English A and Senior English B to satisfy that full requirement. Or you could take one semester of Senior English and combine it with another half credit of a different English. So another English option would be taking Written Communications, which is a class that we have in partnership with Fox Valley Technical College. Students taking this class are eligible to receive college credit if you earn a B or better in the class. CAP Intro to Public Speaking, which was formerly known as CAP Fundamentals of Speech, and CAP English 101 are great classes for college-bound students looking to earn more college credit while still in high school. What you do is you pay the CAP tuition up front, which is already a reduced rate for high school students, and then you enroll as a UW-Oshkosh special student. The courses are taught here at the high school, and you can earn both high school and college credit for these courses, and then you get those courses out of the way for your freshman year of college. The last option is our AP Literature and Composition class, which is a great course that also shows as a rigorous class in your transcript. This is a great course for students who have been on the honors and AP track in high school. Please read the course descriptions for each of these classes in the course offering guide and see your counselor with any questions you may have.
4 credits of social studies are required for students to graduate. So for those students who maybe didn't double up on social studies classes this year, that's okay. Most students are holding off that 4th credit until their senior year. So a variety of options available here for students. We have Psychology 1 and 2, which is a 1 credit class. AP Psychology, another 1 credit class students could take. We have Economics and Society for a half credit or a semester long. AP American Government and Politics is a 1 credit class. AP Human Geography is a half credit, and then some additional courses, Sociology, Social Problems, and Cultural Geography. So if you have 1 credit left of social studies for your senior year, just make sure that you are selecting 1 credit worth of social studies classes that are found on here.
We require all students to complete 3 credits of math to meet graduation requirements. While most of you may be finishing up that 3rd credit this year, we encourage students to continue into senior year taking math to keep those skills fresh and up to date, especially if you're a 4-year college-bound student. Take a look at the math chart and familiarize yourself with the math options you have for next year. Have a conversation with your math teacher if you have any questions about which math class would benefit you based on your post-secondary plans and your current skills.
3 credits of science are required to graduate. However, you might be interested in adding additional classes your senior year. So take a look at this chart. Depending on the pathway that you choose to go after you graduate, you might want to add an additional class. And the science department did a great job of putting this chart together as far as suggestions of classes that you should take after the one that you're currently enrolled in. Personal finance is a graduation requirement for our students, so if it's a class that you are not currently enrolled in as a junior or you don't have on your schedule for a 2nd semester, make sure that you are requesting that for your senior year. I know we do have some students who take the blended personal finance class during the summer or work through other avenues to complete that, but please make sure that you're requesting that for your senior year and that you get that out of the way. 3 classes or a credit and a half of physical education are required for students. So if you are not currently enrolled in a Phy-Ed class, some great options for you for your senior year would be our CAP Active Lifestyle. So just as I had mentioned with some of our English classes, we have a CAP class. So for those students who are 4-year college bound, this is a great opportunity to get that, that Phy-Ed requirement done that they may have at the 4-year level. Also a class that you can choose to just take for high school credit. We also have weight training 2 or 3, athletic performance, which I'll talk a little bit about later, and then lifetime sports. Keep in mind if you haven't completed your 1 credit of fine art foreign language that you should plan on doing that your senior year. That can be any combination of 1 credit of art, band, choir, German, or Spanish. Also keep in mind if you're a student who's been following the progression of any of those classes that you're going to want to continue to enroll in that your senior year. Occupations credits are something that you're going to want to keep in mind, but are usually something that just get completed naturally through 2 credits of art, something in business, computers, marketing, family and consumer science, anything in our tech ed department, or anything above and beyond the 3 credit requirement of math or science. After you take a look at the classes that you must enroll in for specific credit requirements, the English, possible social studies, personal finance, and Phy-Ed classes, the rest of the classes are electives for you. We would love for those electives to be something that aligns with your academic and your career plan, so what you plan on doing after you graduate. Please keep in mind that there might be additional fees found in some of those classes, just like any of our other classes, and take note of any of the prerequisites or classes that you must take prior to that class to be eligible to complete it. So now that you know what classes that you need to take for graduation and then some classes that you might want to take for electives, and you're aware of the new courses or renamed courses, it is time to register. So if you want to, if you're viewing this at home or on a computer at school, you can go ahead and click on the register link here, or you can log on to Skyward after you view this presentation. A few things to keep in mind when you are registering. You're going to be doing registration in Skyward through the student portal, not the parent portal. Current juniors who are registering for their senior year need to request a minimum of 6 credits in addition to several alternates. So if a student's registering for 6 credits, that means that they have room for 2 study halls first semester, study hall, and either late start or early release second semester. Again, that would be a minimum, and we'd really encourage students to take more than 6 credits, but that would be the minimum requirement. And again, make sure that you're requesting alternate courses. If you are planning on having room in your schedule for academic extension or commons, don't forget to add that to your course requests. And then in addition, don't forget to check out the course offering guide when you're selecting courses, and make sure you have those entered in by the deadline. To officially begin requesting courses for next year, we're going to ask that you log into Skyward under your student access. This doesn't oftentimes work under parent access, so please make sure that you are using the student access. Also keep in mind that it sometimes works a little bit better if you're using a laptop or a desktop versus your phone. It still will work on your phone, it's just a little bit clunky. To begin, you're going to want to click on Schedule on the left-hand side of your screen. You'll then see a tab that's going to come up on the top that says Request Courses for 21-22 at Hortonville High School. Please click on that on the top. You're going to hit then Request Courses next to your name. A complete list of courses in alphabetical order will be on the left-hand side, and you can either scroll through those completely, or you can search using the exact name of the course or the course number on the bottom. Once you find the course that you'd like to add, you're going to click on it. It will then highlight it. If you want to learn more about the class, you can click on the letters, and it will actually open up the course description for you. If you don't want to read the course description, just don't click on the letters. Highlight the area that it's in. Once the area is highlighted, you can then click Add Course or Request Selected Course. It will then move it over to the right-hand side where all of your courses that you're requesting will remain. There are no save buttons, so as long as it's on the right-hand side, you are set to go. If you move a course over to the right that you do not want to have requested, you would then highlight that course on the right and move it back over to the left. As I mentioned, whenever you choose a course that runs all year, Skyward will automatically request both semesters. If for some reason you just need one semester of that course, please talk to your counselor or stop in the counseling office. And if you request a course in which you have not met prerequisites, as I said, it will not let you add that. So if you feel like that's an error, or maybe you're a student who transferred in and that's why Skyward isn't indicating that you completed that prerequisite, stop in the counseling office. And then again, please be sure that you request at least 2 alternates. So if for some reason a class that you request isn't running or doesn't fit in your schedule for some reason, we do refer then to those alternate courses that you'd be interested in taking. And you can add alternates by clicking Request Alternates at the top of the screen after you're done requesting your core classes or the classes that you have as your first choice classes. So stop in the counseling office if you have any questions about that. We hope you found this presentation helpful. Please refer to it again on the counseling website if you need additional information or you have more questions. Please stop in the counseling office. We'd love to talk to you more about classes for your senior year. You can also click on the links for our emails if you'd like to shoot us an email instead. Otherwise, please do stop in, give us a call, or shoot us an email if you have additional questions.